we can have Jan, our guest speaker, come up. Jan Mark from Sweden. Thank you, Jan.
Thank you.
Okay, here you go, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
My name is Jan Mark and I'm from Helsingborg, Sweden. And I've been here a few times before, and it's a nice club, so I'm also so glad you invite me to come here today and tell you a little bit about Sweden and Helsingborg. I'm also going to tell you a little bit what we do in our Rotary Club in Helsingborg. I'm also going to tell you a little bit about the Swedish celebration. You see here, here you see, I can give you a map so you know all what Sweden is. Most of the people think Sweden is over here in Switzerland, but Sweden and Switzerland is two different countries. And we don't bake any clocks, and we don't make any chocolate either. And here you find Sweden. Excuse me. All the blue is the landmarkers. Here is Sweden, and I come from the town southern part in Sweden is Helsingborg. And you have Copenhagen here, and you have Denmark and Copenhagen and Norway, and Helsinki, Finland. You know how everybody knows what Sweden is? Good. I'll show you the next picture. The region I belong to is what we call for Greater Copenhagen district now. And there's about 4 million people living here. And here, down here is Copenhagen, and we newly get a bridge over here, and for 10 years ago. And this is Malmö. And up here is my town, Helsingborg. And I know Bengt, you live here, you're bought here, huh? That's right? This is it. When you come to Helsingborg, you will see this for the sea. And it's not Sweden here, it's Denmark. It's so close, really. They only take 20 minutes for the ferry, get over here. And the ferry goes every 20 minutes, so it's easy to get there. And this is the middle town, city town. And down here, we have a meeting on the Rotary. And that's the city hall. And Sweden, or I would say Helsingborg, have belonged to Denmark before, but the family get Swedish in 1710. And this fellow here, his name is Magnus Stenbock. He helped us throw the Danes out. But we best friends anyway. And this is fantastic. Everything about Sweden is a cool country, and it isn't, because in the summertime, between you and the August, we have beautiful days, and we also have make a tropical beach. You see this palm tree here? That's really fantastic. But I have to tell you the truth is that they're not there all the way around, because during the winter we had to put it in a greenhouse. And this is nice beaches. And one of the famous, we turned on, this was an old harbor. For 15 years ago we built a new building, the apartment building, and we also built a museum. This architect here is one of the famous in the world. Is Utzon is his name. He's actually Danish, and he also is the architect from the Sydney Opera in Australia too. If you have any questions when I show you the pictures, just let me know. Okay. And this town, Helsingborg, had one of the oldest walking streets in Sweden. This is over 60 years old. They turned the street to a walking street. And here you can see the harbour where we were built for 15 years ago. And the core, it had once, the Danes built it once, but we took it all. That was 7 years ago, 700 years ago. And what's so fantastic too is really every summer we had a cruising ship and then stay outside in Helsingborg for a whole day, and the passengers get into Helsingborg. We had 20 of those ships every year during the summer coming in. It's the harbour again. And this picture here is not Sweden really. This is the famous castle, we can see it from Sweden, in Helsingborg, that Hamlet, you know about Hamlet I guess, and they're going to celebrate the 200 years old since Hamlet got born. And this, we have also very close forest. Couldn't believe it, it's only 5 minutes from the city. You can go out in the beautiful forest and walk around. And we have a museum there too, so it's a open air museum. We have placed all buildings from Helsingborg at that park. And you don't forget this, the famous castle. Excuse me. It's a Sophia Row. It's just outside of Copenhagen, and I'm happy to just live very close to it, and 5 minutes walk from that castle. And that castle used to be the Swedish king's summer place. He went there every summer for 40 years, and he did a wonderful job with his garden there. And if you're going over there, you can't miss that. The best time to see this in bloom is in June month. We can show you a little bit. Wait a minute. There, my fiancé. Yeah, there you are. Can you help me? Okay, I was going to tell you about this little short movie. It says that it's 6,000 dancers some come and visit Sweden and stay there for 14 days. Okay. We also 250, they represent 350 different cities, and I hope you can see them too. Got the music going.
That's the end of it.
Well, coming up again. Oh.
That's just a commercial atmosphere.
It won't work.
Yeah, it's good.
The fantastic the town of Helsingborg to have some guests. They come from 250 different times, different cities all over Europe, and they meet once a year. And this year they met in Helsingborg.
I remember this being in the video, so I don't know what we have there.
No music.
Vince put it in there.
Okay.
Surprises all around.
That might be the end of it.
Okay. Well, I was too bad. Anyway, so skip it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But it was a beautiful dance festival that showed Sweden of all the European countries how to hold it in. It was beautiful.
All right. Before something else, I tell a little bit more things about Sweden. The Swedish tradition. We have a lot of fun, a lot of good tradition in Sweden. We have New Year, where we have funny hats on and dance and drink champagne and have fireworks at 12 o'clock. And another is Easter. Then Easter's time is a long holiday. We celebrate 4 days in a row. That's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and Monday. Yeah, we even have a second day Easter, and everything is closed. But then we eat herring and drinking schnapps. You know what schnapps is, I hope. Okay, and another big event in Sweden is Midsommar. Midsommar is the 23rd of June, and it's the same. That's the longest day of the day. They won't get dark for after 11 o'clock, and the sun gets up at 3 o'clock. We don't get much sleep that night, but that because we eat a lot of herring. We eat herring and schnapps, and we do have fresh strawberries to that too. And we dance around a maypole. It's all flower pole. You have maybe seen that. Then we dance around it, and we dance like frogs, you know, around the pole. It's very funny to dance. So you can try it here one time. Now I think you know it pretty good. And the thing is, all unmarried women there, if they want to see what could be the next the future husband, they have to pick 7 different types of flour and put on the pillow. And they really work, so I can't tell you that. I heard that they work pretty perfect. So maybe some all married here, I guess, but you can tell some people who are not married yet. We also have a crawfish party. That we eat crawfish, and still we still have the funny hats and snaps again. Or now it's not pursuing Christmas, and Christmas is also a special holiday in Sweden. We have 4 days holidays in Sweden at that time, and we celebrate Christmas Eve. It's very special. You won't believe it. It's 9.2 million people in Sweden, and all day at 3 o'clock, over 5 million people go behind the TV and watch the Donald Duck show. And it's the same show been going on for 35 years, and the whole family is there. Santa Claus is not welcome from after the show at the TV. That's weird, but it's pretty fun, really. Okay, all Rotary Club work. The program last year I have been helping the homeless wives, or homeless women, excuse me, and we provide a big. We have some apartment for them, and we get them the things that they can cook and provide them with some things that you have to use in the home. And also that what's coming up the last half year is that, you know, we have quite a few immigrants. Sweden take about just now 10,000 immigrants to Sweden every week. And it's very much for a very small country. And they need some help, and our club have the latest weeks we have get some old clothes, so everybody have emptied their wardrobe, and we have get some warm clothes. But the people who come to Sweden didn't have any clothes at all, very light clothes really. And another thing, the kids there, they didn't have anything to play with, so we bought all the toys we have at home for all children and bring it up there. And they're very, very good, and they brought it like very much to us all soccer ball. So now all the kids there play a soccer team. So maybe we'll get a good new team, Swedish team soon. Well, that's what we do in our club. And let's see what else I have to say here. Do you have any questions so far? No? Okay.
Oh, we got a question here.
Yes.
You didn't talk about the Christmas food.
Oh yeah, the Christmas food. That's very important. What we do eat at Christmas food, we first have maybe 10 or 15 types of herrings again, and snaps, and we have all kinds of fish first. And then to the main course we do have ham. That's a ham. Then we have special vegetables of ham. And to the dessert we do have, mostly we have rice pudding. I don't know what you call rice, that's what you call them? Rice pudding, okay. And I mean also eat the rice pudding, you have to have glögg too. Right. And no Christmas without glögg in Sweden. Okay.
Another question.
Can you tell us about taxes in Sweden? Because we call ourselves Taxachusetts, and you might make us feel better if you tell everybody about taxes in Sweden.
Well, the taxes, well, the taxes is pretty high, and they will go higher because when we take so much immigrants in, we have to get the money somewhere, and there's actually the taxpayer have to pay for it. But they still a little bit higher, but we do have a very good health care, and one of the famous in the world, I would say. And so we pay for it, but this is very good when you have it there and when you need it. It's very good. But that's the healthcare. That's everything. That's even the dentist and medicine. It doesn't cost you nothing really.
And so when the immigrants come, and I know you've got this huge amount of people coming from other countries to take refuge in your country, do they also get the free medicine and the
Yes.
education? And
Yes.
are the colleges also free?
They're all free. They get. It's a specialty with. We have special law in Sweden. If the people don't understand our language, we have to get a teacher for them to learn to translate to the their own language. but that would cost some money too. But now, what I told you before, this is a big problem. So we're going. Well, I understand now that the Swedish government want to figure out something to do about it. But we can't take that amount of immigrants really. That's a bit too much. So they thinking of closing the border, and there was some things. Many other coming over this is not 18 years old, and they classify some child, and we have to take the child. And so what happened is they don't have any passport or anything now when they get over, and the only they can say, we're not 18 years old, we're not 18 years old. But we have find out some way now to control medicine, how old they really are. And if those people are older than 18, we cannot refuse them, send them back. Okay, a little bit of the referees. And let's see now.
Thank you.
Well, too bad I couldn't show the movie, but I will be back here again, I'm afraid. I have my lovely fiancée here. She's living here at home, so I have to go back in very soon. Anyway, Mama, you asked me about Swedish food and cooking. I have a little book for you here. It's called Swedish Kitchen, and this is a good recipe for you. And that's in English. I know you're a half Swede almost. Yeah. But this is in English. In English, and there's some cooking in there, and it's a good pastry too. I suggest you next time you come here, you make some pastry and serve it.
It's our
Challenge.
Swedish meatballs too.
Must be
Okay.
interesting for pastry.
Barbara, pastry yes, glutefisk no.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, forget the lutefisk.
And I have to the present a little bag here.
Oh, thank you.
That's some Swedish bag, really.
A Swedish bag.
Yeah. And inside there is a book on Sweden.
Oh, very nice.
And it's a nice part. You maybe can pass it around to somebody here, and if they want to see it.
It's perfect for me, it's got pictures.
Good.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you for being here.
We have you the Pen of Distinction from the Rotary Club of Worcester. As a thank you for speaking to them.
Okay, one more, thank you. One more time. One thing. I wish you all welcome to Sweden, and just let me know. I will take you around. I'll take you around in Helsingborg. So, and I also come to our Rotary Club. This fantastic. We have 8 Rotary Club in our little town, and it's very active clubs all over there, really. So you once again welcome to Sweden and Helsingborg. It's only 8 hours from this place here, so it's not far, really. Welcome.
Thank you, Jan. We might all